Here's our ranking of the top final battles in the Avatar world. Number 8, Korra vs. Unalaq. As the battle that so clearly represents light versus darkness and good versus evil, there's no question that the Legend of Korra Book 2 finale is one epic clash. The outcome of this battle would decide if the Avatar would live on to keep peace between the nations, or if an Avatar of darkness would take power and usher in a horrifying new era.
Raava has been destroyed, and soon you will be too!
So yeah, the stakes were high, but it remains low on our list for a few reasons. Both Korra and Unalaq are in such superpowered states that it becomes difficult for us to quantify exactly what they're each capable of. Since we don't know their limits, we don't know when to feel worried that Korra might lose, or excited that she's closing in on a win. And we miss out on a lot of the iconic martial arts-inspired bending techniques that we know and love. But don't get us wrong, even at the bottom of our list, this fight is an epic battle, worth a rewatch. Number 7, Zuko vs. Zhao.
An enemy of the Fire Nation. You freed the Avatar.
I had no choice.
You should have chosen to accept your failure, your disgrace. Then, at least, you could have lived.
The Avatar Book 1 finale was pretty big in scope. The Fire Nation was attempting to take out the entire Northern Water Tribe, Admiral Zhao destroyed the moon, and Aang teamed up with the Ocean Spirit to fight off the Fire Nation troops. But among all that, there was one battle that was deeply personal: Zhao versus Zuko. These two Fire Nation villains had been clashing since the very beginning over who would successfully capture the Avatar. They had already had one Agni Kai. Zuko actually helped the Avatar escape Zhao's grasp. And Zhao had even tried to have Zuko killed. So this fiery battle had been a long time coming. And it revealed something deep within each character. It showed us that deep down, Zuko had a good heart.
Take my hand!
And that Zhao's spite and stubbornness knew no bounds. Number 6, Korra vs. Kuvira. By the series finale of The Legend of Korra, everything had gotten bigger and more powerful. There were spirit lasers, giant mechs, and destruction on a devastating scale. But among all this technology, there was once again a personal one-on-one battle at the center of it all. This final battle between Korra and Kuvira shows us the wisdom that Korra had gained throughout the series, as played off of Kuvira's desperation for power.
Please stop this madness! It has to end now!
If you really want to end it, then come and get me!
Now it's over. Don't!
Number 5, Korra vs. Zahir. An airbending villain was something we never thought we'd get to see. But when Harmonic Convergence gifted Zahir with airbending, that's exactly what we got at the end of Book 3.
The poison has done its work. The Avatar cycle will be over momentarily.
Seeing the usually peaceful techniques of the airbenders be turned against Korra made for an impactful moment in the show. But luckily, we also got to see airbending as the thing that saved the day. giving us airbending action on a scale we'd never seen before in the series. The battle stands out as one that affects Korra deeply and gives her a major hurdle to overcome, leading to her ultimate character growth.
You're just in my mind. You're not real.
Number 4, Korra vs. Amon. There's no question that Korra was a natural at waterbending, earthbending, and firebending. But as the polar opposite of Avatar Aang, it was expected that Korra's biggest blind spots would be her ability to airbend and her ability to connect with her spiritual self.
I think I'm doing it wrong.
So when Amon came along, he was the perfect adversary to Korra when he took away her only 3 bending skills. Forcing her to look deep within herself to unlock a new ability. It's like Aang would tell her later in the episode.
When we hit our lowest point, we are open to the greatest change.
Her sudden discovery of her airbending abilities
I can airbend? I can airbend!
allowed her to defeat Amon and expose him for the fraud he was.
No, you don't!
Number 3, Aang vs. Ozai. Aang's battle against Firelord Ozai was the battle that the entire series had been leading up to, literally deciding the fate of the 4 nations and the entire world. It showcased Aang's physical growth as he used techniques learned from each of his bending teachers. But more importantly, it gave him the agency to make a brave choice, despite the advice of the avatars that came before him.
No, I'm not gonna end it like this.
Before the Avatar, we bent not the elements, but the energy within ourselves. Bend another's energy. Your own spirit must be unbendable, or you will be corrupted and destroyed.
What did you do to me?
I took away your firebending. You can't use it to hurt or threaten anyone else ever again.
Finding a way to spare Ozai's life could be considered the moment in which Avatar Aang became his own individual avatar. Still respecting the knowledge of the past, while making his own world-changing decisions and leaving his own mark on the legacy of the Avatar. Number 2, Katara and Aang versus Azula and Zuko. The Crossroads of Destiny is without a doubt one of the best episodes in the Avatar series, thanks in part to its epic final battle. Not only is it a great display, with the Dai Li, lightning bending, Katara is a fully fledged waterbending master, and even an appearance from the Avatar state. But this battle has a major impact on character development, specifically of Prince Zuko. Having spent most of Book 2 being humbled and learning important lessons from his uncle,
You are not the man you used to be, Zuko. You are stronger and wiser and freer than you have ever been. And now you have come to the crossroads of your destiny. It's time for you to choose. It's time for you to choose good.
Zuko still hung in the balance between coming to an inner peace with himself and abandoning his hunt for the Avatar, and fighting alongside his sister to capture the Avatar and win back his father's approval.
It's not too late for you, Zuko. You can still redeem yourself.
The kind of redemption she offers is not for you.
Why don't you let him decide, Uncle?
This moment has incredible stakes because of how badly we, the audience, want to see Zuko make the right choice. But of course he doesn't, driving him even further towards anger and away from redemption. But it's this choice that makes his regret, internal struggle, and eventual turning point all the more powerful. Which leads us to number 1, Azula versus Zuko and Katara.
I'm sorry it has to end this way, brother.
The Last Agni Kai, a battle between siblings who in a way are mirror images of each other, who each started in the same place but took vastly different paths. Zuko, who had let go of his anger and finally understood what it was to have true honor, making new friends because of it, and Azula, who embraced her anger and had stubbornly refused to ever turn back, even when it drove away friends of her own. We see the difference between the now calm Zuko and the uncontrolled rage of Azula. And just like Aang's battle with Ozai, it allowed Zuko to showcase the techniques he learned along the way from those who truly cared for him. It even gives us a chance to see just how far his character arc had come, when he is willing to sacrifice himself to protect Katara, a former enemy he once hunted across the 4 nations. And it didn't end there, because with Zuko down and out, it was Katara's turn to showcase her growth, demonstrating her own mastery of waterbending, as well as a cleverness and resourcefulness that only experience could bring, using her skill and cunning to ultimately outwit and defeat Azula.
There you are, filthy peasant.
Allowing her to save her new friend. It's the combination of the character arcs of these 2 former rivals and their ability to come together as true friends that puts this battle on the top of our list.
Thank you, Katara.
I think I'm the one who should be thanking you.